Alright, Alico 3, today's video, we are going to do something a little bit different. We're going to open up a factory set of 1989 score football. This is a method that I utilize to attain a lot of the cards that I grade. I do a lot of pack breaking, but for the older stuff, I definitely love factory sets too. The reason being, sometimes in the packs, they shift around a lot, and the corners can get dinged in the packs. Not to say things can't happen in the factory set, but once I open up and show you, the cards are pretty compact in this box. And I bought a couple other of these sets, the 89 score football, and the box was more tattered up and ratty looking. This one looks pretty clean, so we'll see what the cards look like. The odds of them not being sifted through, in the last 31 years are pretty slim, but I don't know. We'll just see what we can pull from this box. A lot of the cards that I grade are cards that people would not typically consider grading, so that is where we find some of the diamonds in the rough. But 1989 score football, what was the price on this? I think it was $175, and the Berry Raw can go anywhere from $40 to $60. So we get every card in the set, so fair shake at some nice cards. I'll just pull from the middle here. So you kind of get a look. There's Duper. I guess I'll pull aside the. I'll just do a quick browse on the cards that I would consider grading. Like Ronnie Lott is one that I would consider grading. I'll just put him into the stack of cards that look decent enough to look at twice. So Steve Young. Thurman Thomas looks good. The right to left's not 50-50. So we'll put that into the pile. So the second part of the video will be me going through the cards and showing you the cards that I'm going to send in and my expectations for them. A lot of commons we're sifting through right now. There's a nice Lawrence Taylor. It looks centered and it looks good on the initial browse, but whoops. Once I get some of these under the light with the loop, some of the other flaws that aren't as noticeable to the naked eye can show, and that could push them out of contention. So yeah, these will go into bulk orders. Typically I've been doing 250 at a time. My rep from PSA told me to send them in 250 instead of 500 because it's easier for the graders to get through them that way. So I've been doing that lately. I think this is an Andre Reed rookie, and it's sounded really good. It might be second year. I'm not sure on that. But of course, he was a Hall of Famer, or he is a Hall of Famer. A lot of commons in the red. So there's red cards, blue cards, and greens. Greens have the rookies. There's Ozzie Newsome. Definitely consider that. I'll just pull Jim McMahon aside. And there's two reasons why I wear the gloves, and that's one, you don't need to get oils on the cards for no reason, and two, when you sift through older cards like this, you can sift so much faster with gloves. You just have it's like a totally different grip to the card. So if you haven't tried it, I would definitely try it and see if you like the feel of it. Alright, blues. We'll save greens for last since it's got the rookies. There's a Herschel Walker. It's got just a slight white on the bottom left. I'll still put it in the consideration stack. Bill Moss. Old Chief. Chris Dolman passed away. He's a Hall of Famer. Just kind of sifting through. This is kind of how I do it when I'm off camera. I just sift through pretty quick. That's a Chris Chan, the rookie. Not really a card I would consider grading, but I'll put it in the store for a couple bucks. Dan Marino, it's a little off-centered right to left. I'll put it into the consideration stack. Because, I'm the type of guy that'll won't be too disappointed with a PSA 9 on a card like these. That one looks pretty good. Bruce Smith. They all look pretty clean to me. Ed Too Tall Jones, that one's off-centered. You can just kind of see that quick. Definitely would consider this one grading. Bo Jackson. Christian Okoye, that's a second year. That's actually a Michael Irvin rookie. I totally forgot about his rookie being in this. Warren Moon, just slightly off-centered, so I'm not going to consider it. Phil Simms. So yeah, I was right on my thought process that these cards would probably be pretty clean, and that's only because the box looked clean. So we might end up getting a lot of cards out of this factory set to send in. Kevin Green, that's off-centered. Anthony Munoz, just slightly off. It's got to pretty much be 50-50 all the way around on a card like that, on a Hall of Famer of a low-end base card, for me to consider it. The better the card, the looser my expectations are. So I'm not as strict, you know. On the Barry, I'd take an 8. But Chris Carter rookie. I mean, these cards look really good. Icky Woods, the old Icky Shuffle. Neil Anderson had some good years. We're almost through the blues already. Into the greens. Benny Blades. Merrill Hodge. We're into the rookies now. So there's Andre Rison. It's got just a soft corner on the bottom right, so I'll put that in the store for a couple bucks. Mandarich, one of the most highly touted prospects, offensive line prospects ever, I think. I mean, I bet that's worth something in a 10, 30, 40 bucks, so I'll consider it. Eric Metcalf, there's the Dion in the baseball hat. Looks good. I'm going to consider this just because it's got Joe Montana on it. That's awesome. Derek Thomas. Looks good. Crazy clean cards here in this one. Marcus Allen. Don Beebe. There's the Aikman. Bottom right's not perfect, but I'll still put it in the stack. It's probably an 8. Howie Long. Zimmerman's a Hall of Famer. Are these in numerical order? Yep. So I honestly don't think this set's really been looked through at all. The cards are just in incredible shape. Steve Atwater, newly enshrined. There's the Barry. I think the bottom right's not perfect. The right to left's 60-40. I think it could be an 8-5. That's just a quick glimpse. Vinny Testaverde. There's a Rice. Definitely consider the Rice. And then some of these cards are like Predator, Record Breaker towards the end of this set. This is the last stack. Speedburner, Walker. There's a Bo Jackson. Pull that aside. He's got an incredible hobby. Joe Montana, Record Breaker. Tim Brown, I think that's a rookie. Whoops. Bruce Smith. There's a Jerry Rice All-Pro. Another Tim Brown card. Lots of cards to go through. I think there's a Rice Montana. That Lawrence Taylor looks really good. There's like a dual Rice Montana at the end here. That's a cool one. Bo and Marcus. There it is. Rice Montana. Definitely would consider that one. That's it for the set. They do give you these. You get these trivia cards too. And second part of the video, I'll show the cards that I'm going to send in. All right, back here. First, let me preface by saying that box set was absolutely sensational. There's times where I'll go through a box set like that and I'll only pull, 2 or 3 cards out to actually send in for grading. But I think I have 24 cards here that I think are worthy of sending in. So I'm going to go through the 2 stacks. 9s and 10s, that's just the estimation grade that I gave these. And so these are like really clean. And, there's an outside chance a few of these could get 10s. I just saw like a couple minor things or one minor thing. Like this bow's got just the soft, not a soft corner, but just a slight bit of white, and the centering 60-40. So that might push down to a 9. Irvin, same deal. It's not perfectly centered, but it's a really clean card. So, Joe Montana. These cards to me are worth sending in. And if they get a 9, that's great. And there's a chance some of these might get 10s. The Aikman looked awesome. Just kind of see the Atwater's off center. It's like 65-35, so I think that's definitely going to be a 9. The Barry looked better after I looked at it closer. That corner that I thought was more messed up is not. The centering's right at 60-40, so I think it'll get a 9. Bo Jackson Speed Burner, and then this great combos, I thought, it looked mint plus, so it should get a mint 9. And then these were all cards I think have an excellent chance at PSA 10s. Some of these should definitely be PSA 10s. They're just not perfect cards, but they're just within the range of tolerance of what PSA looks for. This Derek Thomas is a definite 10. Virtually 50-50 centering and no chipping. So Lawrence Taylor I thought looked like a 10. Andre Reed. Ozzie Newsome. This is a Rod Woodson rookie that I think is going to get a 10. The Dion, the centering's right about 60-40, 55-45, so it'll kind of depend on the grader with that one. But the thing that really stood out with me during looking at all these cards is the lack of any white on the corners. So they clearly haven't been traded or sifted. Don Beebe, this is one I don't know if I'll actually send it in, but it looks like a 10. So if I wanted to, it's probably a $25 or $30 card. I can opt to send that in. I don't know if I really will, but it'll go into the box. So this great combos looked great, and then Lawrence Taylor All Pro. So fantastic box set, probably one of the best I've ever opened. So I'm glad I caught it on camera. Later.